Hello, my name is Anna. I am learning English. This is my story. I want to share it with you because maybe you are learning too. 1 year ago, I did not speak English. I only knew a few words like hello, goodbye, and thank you. I could not understand people. I could not speak well. I was afraid. I thought, can I really learn this language? One day something happened. I was in the park. 2 tourists came to me. They looked lost. One of them asked, "Where is the bus stop?" I did not understand everything, but I knew the word bus. I pointed and said, "Bus stop, there." They smiled and said, "Thank you." That moment made me feel something special. I did it. I helped someone using English. It was not perfect, but it worked. I felt happy and proud. After that, I went home and said to myself, I can learn English. I will try. I will not give up. I wrote the word bus stop in my notebook. I wrote other words too. I wanted to know more. Every day, I studied for 30 minutes. I listened to songs. I watched short English videos. I read small stories. I asked myself, what can I do today to learn English? I bought a notebook. I called it my English book. In that book, I wrote new words and simple sentences. I wrote things like, I eat rice, I go to school, and I have one brother. Every word was new and fun. I used colors to make my book nice. I drew pictures next to the words. This helped me remember them. I also talked to myself in English. I looked in the mirror and said, "Hello, Anna. How are you today?" "I am fine. I want to learn more today." At first it felt funny, but I kept doing it. It helped my confidence. One day I saw a sign that said English class free. I asked, "What time does it start?" The teacher said, "It starts at 5 p.m. on Monday." I joined the class. There were many students. Some were older, some were young. We all wanted to learn. The teacher smiled and said, "Let's begin." In that class, we practiced speaking, reading, and listening. I met new friends. We asked each other, "Where are you from? What do you like? Do you have a pet?" We laughed and learned together. I remember one day clearly. The teacher asked me, "Can you say something about your family?" I said, "Yes, I can. I have a mother, a father, and one brother. We live in a small house. We are happy." The teacher said, "Good job, Anna." That made me feel strong. I thought, I did it. I spoke in English. Step by step, I improved. I made mistakes, but I did not stop. I asked myself, what did I learn today? What can I do tomorrow? And every time I answered with something simple but real. I learned a new word. I said a full sentence. I listened to one story. So this was my first step with English. It was small, but it was the beginning of something big. If you are like me, just remember, start small, but start today. You can do it. Let's go. I want to tell you what helped me the most. My teacher gave us one big advice. Use English every day. Not only study it. At first I did not know what to do. I asked myself, What can I do today with English? I found a simple answer. I can read, I can listen, I can speak. So I made a plan. Every morning I read for 30 minutes. I chose short stories. The words were simple. I learned words like apple, happy, run, and school. When I saw a word I didn't know, I stopped. I used my phone. I checked the meaning. Then I said, what does this word mean? How can I use it? After that, I wrote small sentences. I said, I eat an apple. I go to school. I feel happy. I said them again and again. This is called thinking aloud. It helps me speak. I do not wait. I do not worry. I just speak what I think. It is easy. It is fun. Sometimes I listen to English songs. I pick songs with clear words. I sang with the song. It made me feel happy. I also watched cartoons in English. I watched one cartoon many times. I listened to how the people spoke. I copied them. This is called shadowing. It helped me say the words better. At school, my teacher said, let's talk in English. Let's use new words. She asked, what do you do every day? Where do you go? What do you eat? We answered in English. We worked in pairs. We made small talks. I also made flashcards. One side had the word, the other side had the meaning. I asked myself, what does this word mean? Can I remember it? Flashcards help me a lot. I use them on the bus, at home, even when I waited in line. One day, my friend asked me, Anna, how do you learn so fast? I said, I just do a little every day. I read, I speak, I listen, I do not stop. You don't need to study grammar all the time. You need to use English. Speak it, read it, listen to it. That is the best way to learn. Now, every time I ask myself, what should I do today? The answer is simple. Do something in English. It can be big or small. Just do it. Use what you know. Try something new. If you do that every day, you will grow fast. Just like me. After 6 months, I could say more things. I talked with my teacher. I talked with my classmates. I even helped a tourist again. This time I was not afraid. I knew more words. I could speak clearly. My teacher said, "You are doing great. Keep going." That made me so happy. Now I have a job at a cafe. I work 3 days a week. I take orders, serve drinks, and clean tables. I say, "Good morning. What would you like?" I talk to customers in English. Some speak fast, but I try. If I don't understand, I say, "Can you say it again, please?" I use English every day at work. There are many chances to practice. I ask, "Do you want sugar? Do you want milk?" I listen carefully. I try to speak clearly. I feel proud when people smile and say, "Thank you." One day, a customer asked, "Where are you from?" I said, "I am from Vietnam. I learn English here." He said, "Your English is good." That made me happy. There are still many things I don't know, but I do not stop. I ask questions. I make flashcards. I watch videos. I read short stories. I speak with my friends. When I go to the library, I pick easy books. I ask, "What is this story about? What new words can I learn?" Then I write them down. I say them aloud. I make sentences with them. For example, I will go to the park. There is a cat on the table. Sometimes I make mistakes. I say something wrong. But it's okay. My teacher says mistakes help you grow. I believe that. I also help my classmates. One girl asked, "How do you remember words?" I said, "I use pictures. I say them out loud. I write them again and again." She smiled and said, "I will try that too." Learning English is not easy, but it is possible. If I can do it, you can do it too. What can you do today? You can read, you can speak, you can listen. Let's learn together. Let's not give up. My dream is to travel one day. I want to visit England, the USA, maybe Australia. I want to speak to people. I want to understand them. I will work hard. I will practice every day. So my advice is simple. Read a little, listen a little, speak a little, every day. You don't have to be perfect. Just try. Just begin. You will see progress. You will feel strong. You will feel happy. Let's keep going. Let's speak English with joy.